Hi there, everyone. Today we are going to go over the new booking engine and sort of how to optimize the look and feel of your booking engine, no matter which one you're using from BookingCenter. Um, First off, when you log in, you're just on your front desk page, and all your settings are going to be housed up in this setup area. So you want to go ahead and click on that. And then under the Bookings tab, when you're in Setup, we have a website code link. Okay, the website code is going to show you the booking engine link. This is our current booking engine right here. It's called request.bookingcenter, and it ends in your site equals and then your BookingCenter site ID. In this case, I'm going to use the site ID Erica, which is one of our test properties. Up top here, this is our new booking engine, and the link for that one is right there. So this one is called book.bookingcenter instead of request.bookingcenter, just so you can differentiate them down the road. And if you need your webmaster to change something out behind your Book Now buttons, this is where you would get them the information that they need. Okay, so at least we know where to get the info. So the next thing we want to do is how do we optimize it? Well, first let's take a look at it. So if I click on the link, it's going to pop open a new tab. And on this page, I can say I got a little quad of images here. I've got a hotel description, banner, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure you have this information. It makes your website look a lot more complete when people go to it. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to click back into our management system and show you where those things are. So what we've got here is our Features and Images tab. So when I go to Features and Images, I want to look at the images. So right here is the banner. We upload that banner into this spot, and then it shows up at the top of our page. Right? And now the four images that we use on that booking engine is going to be the exterior image, the conference image. A little further down, we use the property image and the restaurant image. Now, these images do not have to be your restaurant or your conference center. You can choose whatever image you want that best, identifies yourself with your property, that you really want people to see and know about. It's really just an image gallery. And all of these images in here are really just part of a gallery. We did name them, but the names, when they're being shown, aren't listed anywhere. So it's really okay to replace the image with whatever you want in there. So I just want to make that clear. So those are the images that you have on this front desk page. Again, it's the exterior image, the conference image, the property image, and the restaurant image. And again, it doesn't have to be those specific things, just as long as you have a good 4 sets of images there. They are squares, so when you're uploading your image, if you make them a square, it's going to read a little better. It won't get stretched or shrunk or squashed. It'll just look nice. The other thing to remember is the image size when you upload. We are looking for 72 dots per inch. That is a screen resolution. We don't need print resolution, which is a much higher resolution. It'll read just fine on your screen here at a low resolution. It's a lighter weight image to house. The next thing we need is it needs to be in a .jpeg format. So all your images need to end in lowercase .jpg, and they should upload just fine. The only other requirement you have is size requirements. We do require a 480 max in any one direction and a 300 minimum in any one direction. So what you'll find is most of your images you can fit that are letter shaped, not square. They're going to be like a 480 by 320 is a nice resolution size, and it'll almost crop to that automatically when you resize it. If you're doing squares, I would keep them as big as possible, 480 by 480, and they'll look great as well. So that's how we get those images on the front page. As far as our words that we're writing here, what we have is our descriptions. Those are going to be under your Settings tab, and then we go to Marketing and Policies link. When you're in the Settings and Marketing and Policies, we've got a site description right down here, followed by Marketing Message. So those are the 2 fields that show up on that front page, Site Description and Marketing Message. So right here, we've got our site description is our first paragraph, and our marketing message is our second paragraph. So you get that information in, you're going to look great. Let's go to the next page of this and see what else we can do. So on our next page, we've got, let's pick a date, and it defaults to a single night. Let's go ahead and set it for 2 nights, and let's go check availability. So this next page is what we would call our results page. And so with this new booking engine on the results page, we have the room types that are available listed, and then we have the rates start from. So this one here starts from $50. If we show rates, we can see that is a discounted rate, but we have other rates in there that may not apply to the guest. And again, you don't have to have multiple rates assigned to your room types. In this example, we do. So if I wanted to go ahead and choose this, I could say I'll take 2 adults, no children. I'd like 1 room. I'm going to select that, and then I can go ahead and complete that booking. I'm given the option to go ahead and book again if I'd like. I don't have to go to the next page. So let's say I'm coming with a crowd, and I want to get a queen and a double queen. Show the rates on this one. Say, yep, I'm going to take 1 of those for 2 adults, and I want 1 room of that. Book now. So now my summary is telling me that I'm booking 2 different rooms, and I'm ready to go. So I can jump to the next page. So on this next page here, again, I'm kind of getting a little breakdown of what's going on, so I know how much it's going to cost me, what my taxes are, and that. The one thing on here you might notice is we've got a deposit listed, so the guest knows what the deposit will be. Now this is whether you're charging it automatically through the booking engine itself, or if you're waiting and getting it and then applying that charge, that deposit charge, once the reservation appears in your software. Both work, but at least you're letting the guest know. The reason this one is 20, if we look in the property, is this one is set to 20% right up here at the top. The deposit on this test property is set to 20%. You might have a one-night deposit or just a credit card guarantee or a 50% deposit. Whatever that is, it will show appropriately in this deposit row. On this particular test property, we also are set up with point of sale, so we can sell some of our items online with our bookings. We have found that this is a great way to get add-on sales. For whatever reason, guests are more amiable to going ahead and adding things to their booking when they're doing it up by themselves versus when they're on the phone with you. We find this to be interesting, but it is shown up in our test results. So on this one, we'll go ahead and add a day of skiing and go to the next page. So on our next page, again, it's just summarizing sort of what we'll be paying, kind of what the taxes are. It has my 2 rooms as well as my add-on item, and now I'm on my payment page. So at the payment page, we put in our guest information and then our payment stuff, and we have our cancellation and deposit policy written out, and they have to agree to it. So where this information comes from, if we click on here and we go here, it's this top box right under here, and again, we are in settings, marketing and policies. It's the deposit and confirmation policy message. So you write that out, it'll show up on the last page of their booking here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this test info in. Here, if they have a special request or comment, this will show up when their booking comes in. So we'll just put something in there like quiet room. And now we go to the payment side. So here they would select their form of payment, call it a MasterCard, name on card, and then I have a nice test number here. So we can get this rolling, expiration date, and then again, they have to agree to those terms and policies and then confirm their booking. So once they do this, they'll get a confirmation page with a booking number. And that is this page right here. So we are on their confirmation page, the last page of the breadcrumbs here. And they can see what they've booked. They get the policy one more time. And this information is then emailed out to them, as well as to you, the property owner, so you know you got a new booking, and the booking will import into your software. So if I take a look here, this is a -1 and -2 because I did a multi-booking. If I just go ahead and copy that, click over here, click on the front desk to get out of my setup area, put that confirmation number in, what we're thinking, and here we go. And we are on that reservation, and you can see the booking comments, quiet room please, appear right there with the booking, came in just instantaneously. So that's It's nice to know this is the -1. If I were to do a search without any of the -1 or 2s, both will be listed. Take a quick peek at that. So if you ever want to just look around at what you got, delete off that and do your search. And what you'll see is you'll see both bookings in the results of that search because they both have the main number there. And there it is, both -1 and -2. So that's a great way to know when the bookings happen, you get them right in, and what a -1 and -2 means. It means they booked more than one room at a time in a single booking process. Let's jump back into our setup area. Let's go over a couple more details on that booking engine. So we are here, and this one is done, but if I want to go back, I can click on the breadcrumb up here, get back to our availability page. So let's jump back up here. We already covered where our descriptions come from and where our images come from. That's the exterior image, the conference, the property, and the restaurant, and those are found under settings and, features and images and images. Now the other thing that we have are our room type images, and these can be uploaded just like the images were. And so we'll see those on our results page. So if we just do a quick check availability, what we have here is the thumbnail image, and if I click on details, I get the larger image. So that's something that you can pay attention to. So what we have here is the larger image followed by the thumbnail image. So when you're in this area called features and images, room type images, you just select the one you want to upload, you upload it from your computer, and it pops into here. Again, you want to make sure your resolution is 72 dots per inch, your format is .jpg in lowercase, and you want to keep your images, really they look nice in the letter format. 480, 320 is a good ballpark for that, and these ones 200, 125, another good size for that. So that's something you want to look at. Something else you get on this detail is going to be a long description, which is found in the room type description, and amenities. And if you have a bunch of amenities, they can always click more, get a little list of all of them. So those are another add-ons in here that you want to pay attention to. And those can be found, the room types are under rates, and then you go to room types. In this case, I think I was on the queen room, click our standard queen. There's my long description, my long room description. So that is where that comes from. And then when I'm on features and images tab, the room type amenities, those are where I can choose those amenities and attach them to my different room types. Here's my standard queen. I load the images that I have on there. Those are right here. So we're all good. And if I want to add more, I just click the add button. We have a giant list of different things you can put in there. Obviously, you don't need to put everything in there, but you want to get those key amenities attached to that room type. So I believe that would pretty much cover where the images come from, what you got here. While we're in here, let me show you here. We have multiple rates shown. So not all properties use multiple rates. They sell a single rate on their website, and that is just fine. But for those properties that do, they get a little more, put a little more variance in there. Maybe they'll do like a special rate that's kind of a package without items, something like that, you know. And so they want to be able to show that. The way you show multiple rates is going to be in your BookingCenter software under the Relationships tab. So you click on Agent Relationships, and BC is your booking engine. And here we're showing 75 of 25. That does not mean I'm overselling my room types. That means I have 75 room type to rate plan combos of my 25 room types that I'm selling. So if I click on it, I can see what's going on here. My queen, I'm selling my standard queen rate. I'm selling a winter ski package queen rate. I'm selling my corporate queen rate, my AAA, my military. And the way they do that is they just come down here and they click add. You can choose any room type you want. Why don't we go with our double queen? And then you can choose out of your list of rate plans, right? So you've got all these different rate plans that you can put in there. I'll do my, say my corporate queen on my double queen. I can put that in there and save it. So that just adds one more in to the room type and rate plan combos that I can sell on my website. So again, relationships are really just different channels that you're selling your room types in. The number is just a combo of the room type and rate plan combos that you're selling. So you have multiple rate plans under one room type. Let's take a look at that again. So here we've got the AAA, the government, the best available, and the military. So those are the rate plans that our test property chose to sell. Now, some properties also have packages, I believe I have one of those down here. Here we go. On the Deluxe Queen, we're showing it as a package rate. So that shows a little star. So they've sold that as a package value. So it has a little add-on item with it. So that's something else that you can do. To sell a package, you have to have a point of sale module, and then you upload different inventory items, just like with your add-ons. So you have those add-ons in there. That's all part of that same package. You can do the same. If you do packages with the room types, or you can just do them as add-ons separately. Both work well for getting that extra little bump in your reservations. Let's take a look here. So those are the different combos here. And if you are a little unfamiliar with allocating into these different channels, we do have another webinar recording up on YouTube just about the whole relationships, agent relationships area. You can get yourself a refresher there. So again, settings tab for your marketing and policies, the rates tab, room types to make sure you've got your room type descriptions filled out properly, features and images tab for your room type amenities, as well as your quad images and your room type images. So those are all important things to know when you're working in here. Also on our next page, we do have the add-ons. So let me just show you this. If we just do a quick jump to the next page here. With these add-ons, they also have little tiny thumbnail images here, and those are also in your features and images area. If you have that point of sale module and you want to start selling some of those inventory items, those are going to be your inventory images. And you just upload them here, you choose the file, gives you a little grid to go to your desktop to search, and you just upload it right off your computer. Again, the sizing is always the same, 72 dots per inch. Let's cancel that, we don't need to upload anything. 72 dots per inch in .jpeg format. Keep your sizes below 480 by 480, and everything should work out real smooth for you. Okay, so back on here, this is what we've got, and all those features you put in, those room type descriptions, those thumbnail images, those are very beneficial whether you're going to use this booking engine or you're going to stick with your current booking engine. It will benefit you. It will make that booking engine look better. Okay, and I'll even give you an example. This site here is all kind of taken care of as far as we have thumbnails and everything. So if I just go to make an online booking, currently this still goes to our previous booking engine. So you can see it's similar. It's not exactly the same, but a lot of it is going to function the same. So go to availability. On the next page, I've got my room thumbnails. The benefit of the new one is if you are selling multiple rate plans, on that one they list them under a single room type with the different rate plans assigned. In our current or legacy booking engine, what we do is we list the room type rate combo each time. So in the case of the standard queen, it's listed out 4 times instead of 1 time with 4 different rate plans under it. So just something to keep in mind. If you're just running a single rate plan per rooms, this booking engine works great and it looks good, and you can still do your book on add-ons as well as multi-bookings at one time. So something to keep in mind. There it is, the new booking engine. Obviously, we think looks great. We hope you do. Any questions out there? Okay, excellent. Yes, just a refresher where those images are. Again, to get your quad images, it's going to be under settings, setup, features and images, and then the images link. Okay, and then we're looking for those 4 specific images: the exterior, the conference, the property, and the restaurant. They do not need to be of those things. Those are just the labels that we put on there, and those are the 4 images that we're taking. Good question. Yes, another question. If you do have a little trouble with your images, getting sizing, we can definitely assist on that on kind of a case-by-case basis. Just let us know if you're having trouble getting that up there, those uploads. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, everyone please have a great day. Thanks for being part of the Booking Center family, and we look forward to chatting again. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.